So, today the U.S. Navy releases 3 videos which have circulated before of U.S. jets chasing down unidentified flying objects. Nobody cares. But the idea that the U.S. Navy is releasing this and just saying these are real videos, this is unidentified phenomena, that is. The irony is, if you went back when UFOs were a big deal in the 60s, 70s, 50s, the idea of the Navy just releasing and be like, here's the videos, whatever, man. That kind of thing didn't happen back then, but it just kind of shows how much people just don't give a shit. How much the Navy doesn't give a shit, the Air Force doesn't give a shit. And how, like, during, like, Project Blue Book times, how much they gave a shit and how much they don't give a shit now. And the public doesn't give a shit. Because on this video, you're watching a vessel, and it very clearly appears to be some kind of vessel, doing things which the laws of aerodynamics say it shouldn't do. It looks like a solid object doing things the laws of aerodynamics say it shouldn't do, which is what most unidentified flying objects do, which, in my opinion, goes against, strongly pushes back against the extraterrestrial hypothesis, but, whatever. It's just ironic to think of how apathetic everybody's become on this topic. But I mean, here's the thing, and I'm talking about anonymous content in 2 videos that are coming up soon that I've already made. But basically, the Navy and the Air Force understand that this is an extraterrestrial, and that's the whole meme of that, because they know that it happens. But explaining it through extraterrestrial means is patently impossible, and you can't prove this. You can observe what's happening, but you can't prove this materially. It's beyond the spectrum of the material universe. This phenomena, which is, you see it in ghosts, and you see it in the occult, and you see it in UFOs, and you see it in cryptids or whatever. All these people, and they're over and over and over again trying to prove it physically, and it won't happen. And I mean, the Air Force and Project Blue Book and all that whole charade business, they tried to physically prove it. The U.S. government really thought they could physically prove it, but the irony is they couldn't, and that they're so aware that this stuff happens that it's no concern anymore. It just happens. It's just run of the mill. You see something which is physically impossible, chalk it up to unidentified flying object, and that's so, like, the whole entire, like, consciousness is captivated by the idea that these are extraterrestrial visitors, but all the data points against that, and you're really throwing up against the wall of, like, the entire veil of the nominalist materialist universe is just being ripped across, like, by your face when you see something like Medjugorje, or when you see something like this UFO video. But nobody, it's gotten to the point, nobody cares if, like, UFOs are real, because if UFOs are real, then that means that God is probably real. That's the problem here. This stuff is definitely, absolutely happening, and you can't argue against it. But if you acknowledge that it's happening, your whole metaphysical worldview falls apart. So you just sweep it under the rug and complain about gay butt sex in some fucking PS4 game, right? It's just, the veil is so thin, and it's just dropping before your eyes. This reality that we live in, that there is a metaphysical existence. There is God, there is angels, there is demons, and so on and so forth. And there is fae folk that are probably behind the UFOs. But you just ignore it because it's not convenient to give up masturbation. It's not convenient to give up pornography. It's not convenient to take your life seriously. So you just ignore every single time you have something that's supernatural comes up, and you just sweep it under the rug.